Coming quickly to this movie, which I found great. I'm a huge fan of that franchise. I'm so happy that you're back.
Awesome.
Sounds mean on one level, but I'm really glad that you're back. You did a great job. But the thing is, like, talking about it, it's like spoiling something. It's kind of difficult just talking about that movie, don't you think?
Yeah, I always find it hard to talk about the movies before they come out and before people have seen them, and you know, particularly if I'm really proud of this movie, so I kind of, you know, feel weird trying to sell it. You know what I mean? I'm like, just go check it out. It's cool.
All right, so that's why, I mean, leave it to that. It's a great movie. It's a must-see. For those who love Bourne, have to see it. That's all we have to say about it.
Awesome.
But this thing is, I always wanted to ask you. I'm a huge fan. I truly believe that you're one of the best actors of our generation. I truly say that.
Thank you.
No lie. But the thing is, like, what is it that happened between you, Matt Stone, and Trey Parker that they came up with this Matt Damon thing? Where is it coming from?
I literally don't know. I haven't seen them in, however, 15 years since that movie came out. I never knew why they did that. I literally don't know.
And you never met them ever really since that?
I haven't seen. I saw them before that. You know, I'd met them before that, and like at a party once. And I'm a huge fan of theirs. I think they're geniuses, literally. Like I think they're brilliant. Those two. I went to see the Book of Mormon when it came out. I absolutely loved it. I mean, I think those guys are, I mean, geniuses. And so I never knew why they did that. My wife heard an interview with them once where they said that the puppet showed up the day before they were going to shoot, and it looked like something didn't quite work in his brain. You know, it looked like something was wrong, and they didn't have time to fix it. So maybe that's why it was. But I literally, I don't know. But I will say this. Every actor who they made fun of in that movie, they were making fun of them. They were making fun of us because we were against the Iraq War. And so history is on our side and not theirs.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay, this is not really a spoiler, but in the beginning you really kind of a flashback about what Bourne is all about, realizing that 2002, when the first one came out, that's quite a long time ago.
Yeah, man.
So how do you feel about that? I mean,
it's
weird.
weird.
Do you feel like, damn, I got so old, or is it more like...
Both. It's like weird. It's weird getting older because like I feel like the same dude that I was when I made the first one. I mean, we started shooting the first one in 2000. You know, that's 16 years ago. It came out in 2002, but you know, it's a long time ago. And so, on one hand, like a lot's happened in my life, and I feel my age, and then on the other hand, I still feel like it went like that, and I still feel like I should be in my 20s.
And I think I heard a quote of you saying like that fame is really critical to an actor because it kind of hinders you in developing yourself. But apparently it was a problem for you. What was your secret then in order to avoid?
I'm sure it's hindered me in a lot of ways that I can't even see, you know, and it's just what happens is the world doesn't change at all, but the world changes for you personally. And so you live in the same world, but everybody treats you differently. And that's what I mean is like that has to kind of emotionally affect your growth, you know. And so I think I've got like I'm really tight with my family and friends, and I think that helps. I have a lot of people who tell me to fuck off, you know, and I think that's, you know, you have to keep those people close, the people who will tell it like it is to you.
You turned out great. Thank you so much for your time. See you tonight.
Thanks, Patrice.
Matt. Well, welcome.
I just want to do this now.
Well, yeah, that's me. Sorry. Now, welcome back to Berlin.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, virtually you have been kind of here in Berlin in a role, but also like last time you were here to promote Danish Girl. But now you're here to talk about a movie where I find it very difficult to talk about it without spoiling anything.
Yeah, she's very ambiguous.
So that's why I rather go for the cultural thing because, like, you know, right now it works fine with you. I mean, Oscars and all the other roles that are coming up. What was actually the most intriguing thing for you to be part of this project? Is it like being part of such a huge name as Jason Bourne has become now, working with someone like Matt Damon? Or is it maybe even someone like Tommy Lee Jones, like, wow, that's some heritage? Or even Vincent Cassel as a European co-host?
Well, to come on and being a newbie on a project alongside Tommy Lee Jones and Vincent Cassel was, of course, I mean, I was a bit intimidated, but also, like, I mean... it was the most joyous thing to be able to joined those actors and Matt Damon and Paul Greengrass, our director, who are teaming up again, who's kind of set the terms for a franchise that I thought kind of reinvented the whole spy genre. I've watched these films so many times, and that was before I knew I was ever going to be in a new installment, or that they ever were going to make a new one ever. So, but for me, it is very much about the people involved in a project, the filmmaker, and the actors are probably the key thing in any project. If it is a small, like, indie drama in Europe, or if it's a bigger studio film in America. So I would say that it's down to Paul and Matt and the rest of the actors, which are the most interesting thing in joining a project.
So, but cultural scene, what's the big secret of your suites? Because like you manage it just to become whatever you want in Hollywood. You are even a CIA agent. Whenever somebody who's German makes it over to the US, it's even a Nazi or something close to it. I mean, you work with someone who has also been like a surgeon and a Danish girl, but generally, you Swedes can probably do whatever it is. What is that you Swedes are doing better than the German actors?
I mean, I don't know at all if I can, I worked with Christoph Waltz in a film called Tulip Fever, and there he plays,
He's Austrian.
Yeah. Oh, he's Austrian. Oh, that was a big mistake I did there. Oh my God. Now I'm going to have to be ashamed. Well, his German is good. I guess that's the thing. You know what? It's more about, I'm a foreign actress, so I know how different, I never thought I was going to be able to work outside of Sweden when I dreamt of even being an actress, being able to work in my own home country. But to be able to work abroad, and this comes not only to the world of acting, but actually all industries in our world at the moment. I think everything's becoming more globalized, and you're looking for talent and people from wherever it is because of also how easy it is to travel. So the main thing is that I had a very good dialect coach who kind of had, who was really, really tough on me because of course my English wasn't very good when I did my first role, and it took a lot of hours to prepare for each day, and that's tough when it's not your first language. But it gets, thank God, a bit easier for each time. But that is the big reason, I think. It's the language, of course, feeling free that you can act and explore in a language that's not your own.
All right, then thank you very much.
Thank you so much. And I'll do that.